Hello, friends. Day 34. Bar is closed. Morning drives to work are my new jam. It's really nice. Driving along the Bighorn Mountain Range, down from the mountains. Kind of snowy days, drifting ranges, and neat lighting. Kind of soundtrack in the car and coffee. And it's a cool thing, especially I think coming out of working remote for so long. I've been working remote since 2014, so that's not new to me, but, to the point at which I'm really never going into the office or never dealing with a commute, or that's fairly new over the last few years. And kind of driving down to small town Americana, walking into Main Street offices and sitting down and unfolding the laptop and going to work every day is nice. I gotta tell you, it feels good. So those morning drives feel great. This morning I was actually driving, and it was so many days sober, so many mornings clearly sober and comfortable and not hungover and aware, like I said, very aware of the aesthetics around me. I was thinking I'm going to really look forward to drinking in 60 days. At the end of the 60 days, I was like, I'd like to just wipe this sober face right off of me for a minute. That spirit came up today, which I didn't, knock it, didn't make that spirit wrong. But it was funny, it was kind of like, all right, I can see that. First drink of whiskey or tequila or whatever I decide to do, if and when I do that, it will be quite the pleasurable thing, and it'll be fun to not be sober. And I think that what was interesting for me in that moment as well, and acknowledging that experience, is that, there's some kind of excess and even moderation. When you're so moderate and you're so dialed in, so to speak, or whatever your version of dialed in is, even that can get almost, I hesitate to use a word too quickly, but mundane was what was going to come to mind right off the bat, so I'll just say it. And that mundane experience kind of needs to be shaken up so that you don't really stay in any form of mundane space. So it's, whether it be excess or moderation or abstinence, they all want to get shaken up. That comes to mind today. I'm happy to report that Tahoe's getting used to the mountains. He loves the snow. He dances around in it and does all the fun running circles and puts his face in it and blows it out of his nose. And he's like full-blown mountain dog loving snow dog. He also knows now he can go right out the door and go on the property and take a proper dump in the middle of a freezing cold evening and get right out there and sniff around to the right spot and get her done and come right back. So we've got that going for us now. That's a new luxury. And the personal side of things, I have also switched up my excess for alcohol for caffeine at the moment. I'm truly indulging in coffee. That's a thing. What else hasn't changed? I keep coming up with these things I want to say, and then I forget every time I get here. Yeah, man, that's about it. I think love and life. That's an interesting thing about also, I was running through at one moment where it's like, I am in one of those spaces in life where everything is going so good and feels so good and is so right on in all of its rightness and wrongness and in the middle, that I don't want to do anything to fuck it up. And so at the moment, that's all really unfolding in this commitment to sobriety. And so at the moment, that's, in that commitment of integrity, that's one of it, and all the integrity that comes with that mindfulness and that discipline feels like that's what's on track for continuing to unfold these blessings that I'm experiencing. And yeah, I just want to stay on that track. Right? I just want to continue to juggle those balls and feel good about the result of what I'm doing. So that's today, day 34. Bye.